This is Rolling2Die Christmas Special Gundam Hidden.
全世の自分の点という詩が構築する都心の中に浮かんでいる人類は偉大なはずだけど待っている彼女もガンダムなのかなガンダムロッククキンのベルを鳴らしてください飛行機に乗る観客は腕時計をした方がいいですよビルを構える港を愛するこちらはガンダム2号機ガンダムこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそれでここでクラクションが鳴りますデッキが開きましたチェックリストを見ると心が開かれた気分になる少し感動していないように見えるなら私単に事務手続きが嫌いなだけですこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが揃いたのクーポンを日程したところです巨大マグネトロンに費やした今私は未来を私たちに引き寄せることができます私はあなたを私の仲間だと考えていますガンダムこの船は決して分解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそろそろサンデーこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがソロサンディング
All right, guys, girls, and the school world. Yeah, guys, tonight, I'm your head game master, Henry, also known as Mayhem the Hearts Mates. Hey, how you guys doing? Tonight is a special movie. This is Krampus, Gundam time. And for all of you, we're going to start introducing everybody before we start this show, and we'll start down the line. Go with our new special guest for tonight. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dark Trooper, and my character is Flemish, the janitor. He's a level 9 dwarf monk, hill dwarf monk.
All right. We'll get that all situated with your character.
What's up, everybody? I am Dom, Sage the Intelligent, and tonight I will be playing with Ashton Lockhart.
And last but not least.
All right, I'm bringing you guys your music and playing as Damon Cross. I am DJ Thunderbass.
All right. Let's get that going. So, with that note, for all of you guys, girls, and squirrels, this is Rolling2Die, and this is our special Gundam episode with the GM Army and Zeon Army. But this time, the Zeons The story's a little different. This universe, they're actually the goodies, and the GMs are actually the baddies. If anybody actually knows the story of the GM and the Zeon army, some dark stuff that goes on behind the scenes. On that note, I would like for everybody to roll 2d20 for me and tell me what those 2d20 are to start tonight for how your character has their day.
I got a B. Is that 1?
That's a nat 20. You just got a nat 20 for your first roll, man. And then you got to roll one more and tell me what that other one is.
All right, I got a 16 and an 11.
16 and 11 for Damon. And what was that other number you rolled, Dark Trooper?
13.
13. Okay. And action for you, for Dom.
I rolled a 14 and a 15.
And what did Mayhem roll? I'm usually the one that gets the bad rolls. Oh, and I did a party foul on top of that. 4K. A 19 and a 19. I got a critical double. Nice. Okay, so for how this goes in Rolling to Die, if you have your number, the higher the number is, the more of a chance of having good luck on top of everything you do. So for you, Dark Trooper, you got a nat 20. And a 13, that nat 20 is your what takes over though. So in doing so, you have a great rest, good day. Pretty much whatever you wanted to do that day is happening. You have the best luck you've ever had. The day you thought that you would finally get a chance to be a pilot as you watched and did your janitorial work around this booth custom for years that you've been working on and helping out with, and even helping out with a few adjustments at night when no one's looking. Making a few more minor adjustments, making it better than it should be. You wake up, you're looking over at the final test day to see if you can become a pilot. And did you actually get that score? You walk out the room and have a great day with it, and also it's going to give you 5 turns of advantage.
Cool.
So when you roll with being attacked or attacking somebody or using a skill or abilities, you get advantage. So that means you have to roll twice technically.
Cool.
So whatever the highest roll is your advantage. So if you roll a 19 and the other one's a 13, you take the 19.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to go off to the next person, and then after we get everybody situated, we're going to go into a turn of initiative. So Dark Trooper, I'll ask about your day after I get everybody else going. Mayhem, 19 and 19. He has a great time. 4 turns of advance. He checks all the scores and the tests and gives everybody their scores, and notices there's one person up top that has an A. And with a funny surprise going, Nani? How the hell did Dark Trooper get the score of 100%? Only 2 people have gotten 100% prior. That was Damon and me. That motherfucker.
I'm just that good.
Right? He knows these suits in and out. I respect this. All right. Mayhem has his 4 turns of advantage. Next up on the list, Damon. Damon got a 16. You get 1 turn of advantage. As you start off with a good day, not too bad, checking the mobile suit schematics, making sure everything's running right for the next run, as we have the heat shield up protecting us from the high heats of the sun and the radiation. All right, the next person is Ashton, with a 15. You had a decent day. Just basic rolls at first for you. You know that your mobile suits are being worked on, and you can't wait to try out your new Zaku sniper. You heard that it has a beam rifle that can fire 2 times the distance of the normal one, and much stronger. It's the mysterious upgrades that have a strange, orky war symbol on it and for every single upgrade. You don't know where the hell it came from. Dark Trooper. They're upgrading everybody's suits secretly.
I leave my signature behind.
It's like that janitor that walks past and answers the math questions and no one's looking. You're just doing it with the suits. Huh, if I just change this over here and turn the carburetor over here to generate better, oh yeah,
Just pick up a random engine. Use one hand just for funsies.
I can see it with him. So, on that note, I want everybody to roll a turn of initiative, and then I'm going to see what everybody's doing before something happens. So everybody roll their initiative number plus a d20, and everybody has advantage. That's 2d20 for them.
So I get two. I have to roll
Nat
2
20
dice.
plus 7, 27.
All right. But yeah, you get to roll twice, and you take the highest. 27 for Damon.
Damon, not Damien.
Damon.
I think I got a 13 and a 2.
All right, the 13, and it goes by your initiative, plus it's on your the top screen of your character sheet. And it'll say initiative. What was it?
It was a +2.
All right, so it's 15 altogether. All right,
18
Mayhem,
plus 6, 24.
24 for Aston. That's nice. And then for Mayhem, I got a 6 plus 5. I got 11. Wow, I got the lowest. I'm really just shocked on those papers. All right. First up, Damon. What are you doing in this instance before we check our mobile suits? Or are you already in or checking your mobile suit?
I would be in my ball working on my suit.
All right. I want you to roll a initiative or an intelligence check on me to see if you can see how much your diagnostics is while you're checking it.
A 15.
Okay.
I don't have a plus, so it's just a straight 15.
All right, with your straight 15, you check your diagnostics and they run smoothly. You see a few hiccups and you wonder where they're coming from, but you don't pay too much mind as you know your suit still runs smooth. Anything else you're doing before you shift out your turn?
I would probably be just adjusting the positioning of the arms, maybe.
All right, you have this orange Zaku, like orange and red Zaku, that's meant purposely for this land that you're on, this planet of Mercury, where the heat and high density of lava is flowing around you. So when it flies over the lava or anything, it turns invisible. So you have advantage on stealth with your suit, as it's meant for the stealth operations here.
Okay.
As you're checking your diagnostics, you see you have a heavy machine gun on your right. You have your extended pole arm on your left. That's also a scissor form with its beam sight. So on the back of it has a metal spike that pierces. You have numerous missile pods, and your back generators have numerous missile pod openers. So you can swarm somebody with heavy barrages.
Okay. So I guess I'd just be cleaning out the missile pods, making
All right,
sure
cleaning them out and loading in. All right, you get that all situated with your missile pods. I want you to do for that, it will be a wisdom check while you are checking your missile pods, and then after that, we'll end your turn. We're going to go to Dom. Dom the stage. It'll be right after your final thing.
18 plus 1, 19.
19, a succession. You clear out all of the the gunk from all the heat and lava that's blasted around you that's hardened, and you got the drills properly to get them off. Now you can close the missile pods properly again, and they're sent for heat resistance now as you load in all of the missile pods properly. Everything goes without a hitch and no problems, as all your lights on your screen start staying green thumbs up. All right, yours is shifting over. Now it is Ashton's turn. Ashton, what are you doing at this time?
Ashton is waiting for his Gundam for his new suit to come around, and has a smirk on his face, ecstatic for what it is. So
All right,
therefore, he's standing by a front door, just by the garage door, just waiting for it to open.
all right, so you're standing by the bay doors where the giant garage is, and so you finally have the vehicle pull you up. One of the soldiers lets you off as you walk up to the giant bay door. You want to open the door and walk in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you walk into the normal person door, size door, next to the giant bay. I want you to roll a perception check to look up and see what you see as your new mobile suit has just been completed.
All right. 11 plus 6, 17.
16?
11 plus 6, 17.
17. 17. All right, you look up and you see this light green, a little darker green at times, depending on the shade. It looks like it used to be a Zaku, but it's upgraded to complete space combat and complete mobility, as this one's engines are all connected everywhere around, almost like how a Gundam's would be. Special ops stock rating.
Well, hello, gorgeous. Looks like you and I are gonna go for a ride today.
You see it standing there tall and mighty. I'll show you guys your pictures as your schematics as you're looking. You see a giant elongated beam rifle connected to its back as you see it being shifted over to its arm. You see on the screen?
Yep.
That is your specialized mobile suit sniper.
Sweet.
And a backup machine gun on the back just in case, and you have a beam axe as well. And you got a missile pod on your back that fires one big missile that just goes boom.
Badass.
It's like a mortar missile. It's like one of those last resorts, like you hear a whistle, and then that's the last thing you hear before you go boom. What's that noise? Oh, shit! All right, you look up and you see it has one glowing pink eye, and it's looking over at you with its AI registering you as its pilot. You see it kneel down, the steam smoking all around, and drops down and puts its hand out and opens its chest so you can walk in to the pilot cockpit. Do you want to get into the cockpit and see what your cockpit looks like, all custom?
Definitely.
All right, now, explain to me what your cockpit looks like as you're getting into your cockpit.
While inside the cockpit, it looks more advanced technology where you see a lot of ammunition controls, where a lever, several buttons, crosshair switches, and there's also a badass emergency button in case of emergencies to let out that missile. Then there's also one last thing where it's an adjustable seat to reach back for advancements of backups whenever there's like to activate shotguns, missiles, even to switch to combat form or switch to weapon mode.
Oh yeah, you also have your sniper form too for your special sniper that you have. You notice it has a generator on it that connects to your system. So this actually stays on you. Even if you throw it off, it'll hook right back to your back, and you can pull out your machine gun almost within an instant.
As I see, they know how to put up the good perks of everything: snipers, ammunitions, everything what a guy wants.
You specialize. I want you to roll a intelligence check for me to see your diagnostics of your beam sniper rifle. And the
All
rest
right.
of yours up. Before we go off to the next person, which will be Dark Trooper after this. So Dark Trooper, you're on deck after Dom is done.
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 1, 21.
Beautiful. You get in, suit closes, stands up perfectly to you. You start pushing all the buttons and hitting the hologram keyboard that glows green right in front of you. You start seeing all the information popping up in front of you, and you see it pop up the schematics of this unique sniper rifle that is a beam rifle, and then how it folds up and then extends back out, and it can charge up, and it's say wing zeros, but stronger and longer. You can fire from a distance. Takes a little bit to charge, but man, when it hits, it hits. When you hit with this thing, it's going to do 600 damage plus your rolls.
Oh, every shot in here is astounding. All controls, everything. I'm ready to launch this bad boy out.
You start getting ready. You look over the last schematics to it, and you see the big missile on the back, and you see it's 1,000 damage hit. It's almost a KO hit with this thing. Like, depending on the mobile suit you hit, it could just wipe them clean. You have to go back to the base to get reloaded to this missile. But you can stand on the base and just keep sniping and just keep blasting and get a reload every turn. But it takes a turn to reload it. Unless you have someone aiding you. If someone's aiding you, you can do it once a turn. That's just me. Now, what did you want to say before you launch off?
Now let's give this baby a test drive for the pilot.
Wait, you do that, the eye lights up.
Wait till Damien and Mayhem see this. I'm gonna launch this bad boy to the next move.
It's Damon.
Yep, Damon.
That'd be
you push the thrusters forward, and you start moving forward as the bay door opens up. And the jets start launching off right off the top of the base. Test out the distance of this thing as you land on top. Now, I'm going to give you one last thing to do before your turn ends, and then it's going to go to a Dark Trooper. So what's the last thing you want to do as you land with your mobile suit and looking around as it's showing you the rest of the schematics of your specialized beam shields that can withstand the heavy beams and fire. And they have spikes, so you can ram into somebody with these and just pierce them.
Ooh. Well, all Asher will do is take it for a flight, make a complete 360, and completely lands down with full speed, slows, and lands with perfect ease.
You land right on top of the base. Perfect ease on the platform. You walk around with your mobile suit. I want you to do a perception check for me, and after that, we'll end your turn. You won't be able to react, you'll just be able to see.
All right, let's do it then. 16 plus 6, 22.
With a 22, you open up your sniper rifle, your camera comes down at your head, and you hear, and you just start seeing red squares. And you're just, what the? A warning labels just popping up everywhere.
What the hell?
And it states GM mobile suits, warning ahead. And then that cuts your turn. That's the last thing you see, and you don't even get a chance to react. You just, whatever you said was, what the hell? Boom. Dark Trooper.
Yes?
What are you doing at this time, being a janitor, and just finished your, turning in your paperwork that you're walking past the room now? What are you doing?
I'm looking out the window and seeing the GM army.
You had to do a roll perception check to see that if you want to see, or if you knew about it yet. If not, you gotta get the warning, because no one got the warning yet except for Dom. He's the first to know because it's a sniper weapon. That's
okay. Then I am cleaning up and getting ready to go to my bunk for some well-deserved R&R.
All right. You start walking towards your bunk after cleaning up as You walk past the classroom for the final test training that you did the night before. You see Mayhem in there, and he looks over. Hey, Trooper. Dark Trooper, right? You. Big man. Over here.
What do you want, sir?
Got your test scores. Not very many guys get this high. This is very immense.
Thank you, sir.
Heard you had a favor for a favor types of suits you've been working on and checking out. Some of my men have noticed that night you do some extracurricular, and we've checked them. We improved our systems over a 30% boost. These things can hold off against actual Gundams now. Pretty impressed.
I try to do my best, sir.
So, which was your favorite? And I heard that you actually had a scientist working with you recently.
My favorite is my Goof Custom.
That one's the one you've been working on the most lately. Well, you know what? You see in his hand the key card, and he hands it to you. Here's the register. You get a spare just in case. It's an older version, but this custom, enjoy it. You passed the test.
Thank you, sir. I'm
good.
honored that I get to use this honored machine.
He smiles at you and goes, use it well. We loaded it extra ammunition. We got plenty to go around. And for your little companion over there, that dog that follows you, Llama came over here with the tech he has from Llama Tech. He heard this thing likes to follow you everywhere you go, and so instead of being in the suit with you, we have something unique to put on its head to control this suit from a distance. So you'll be protected, and the dog will be.
Oh, that's very awesome, sir. That's very nice.
You want to do a wisdom check to see what the technology is in handing you this helmet that's sent to your dog?
8 plus 3. 11.
11. You kind of understand the structures. Knowing your skills, it takes a little more time sometimes to look at it. So it might take you a little bit more. But right now, you know it's at least to fit your dog and it's thick. And that's the best you can get from it so far. And you know that it has the technology to read the brain waves of the animal. It has a weird llama symbol on it. It's like a llama on a computer chip.
Llama chip. Yeah, I've heard of those.
Llama walks past you and goes, "Good luck, my friend. We got a special suit for your companion and you. I heard you've been repairing things where our mechanics keep missing. Found a few of them were GM spies. All thanks to your upgrade. Shows they were purposely downgrading us. You could see Mayhem suits. They couldn't move half the speed. That's why it doesn't fucking move. Damn it! All right, I'll send you. Set off. Do your thing. We'll go to my suit. Right as he says this, an alarm goes off. Everything starts blinking red. Dom. Ashton.
Present.
It is now your turn to explain to everybody, because you are now warning everybody on the speaker. What are you saying that everybody is hearing on the whole base as a red blinking light is flicking as goes as you hit the emergency? As you're scouting them before they're getting to our position. What do you say to everybody?
Attention pilots, if you hear this, get the flim flam out the way. We're about to come in landing. Exploding, coming your way.
You start sending the schematics and what you're seeing through your beam rifle, through the screens around the halls, as we all start looking. The screens start popping up, and they're starting to show different mobile suits lining up and walking. And our turrets start activating and firing. At first, they didn't until the first mobile suit attacked. Then they started activating. Because at first, we were at peace mode, thinking they were coming here for a talk, but they're not. As we get a screen open up, you see this angry, battered soldier with one eye, looking angry, going, "You guys left me to die 1 year ago. We sought peace, but in truth, we just built up our forces. Cut you down, glorious, glorious Christmas Day." It smiles all darkly. "You guys back being slaves like you were in mining for us, or you're all gonna die. Which will it be? Be our miners, serve the GM, or if he loads up his beam rifle and blasts another turret?" What do you guys say to that? What's your guys' response for everybody?
You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of your little explodey game. I'd rather face you to the death than become your slave again.
I'm not being another slave to no one else again, you asshole.
God damn it! I just cleaned that.
You know, I was going to say something. You're right. None of us ever want to be slaves to the GM armies again. We don't even declare ourselves the Zeon Empire. We're just the Zeons now that just trying to be peaceful. You want to bring war. Well, you remember why they called me Mayhem. And sure, you demolished my old suit and all our Gundams are gone. But we've made something new. Just as tough with Gundanium, but in a different image. And I got all the docket to show you otherwise. Right as I say that, we hit the screen and he's just like, "I will." Did you guys just hang up on him? Did it sound like this? Click.
Yeah, whatever. That guy can go down to the depths for all I care. I'm not being a slave to anybody else again. In the meantime, can you please be some assistance and help me break this thing so I can before I land on Batch Hub?
Dom, you get the first shot. Everybody else, run to your suits. So
I have to exit my ball first.
You had to exit your ball to get into your suit. Dark Trooper, you now get to run to your suit in a cool fashion style with your mop and everything.
Okay.
Explain to me how you guys all run to your suits and get into your suits. While Dom, I want you to roll 2 sniper attacks. It'll be a D20 plus 20 because of your holding and already been aiming.
All right. I rolled a 17.
17 plus 20?
Yes.
37. All right. I want you to roll a perception check for me and tell me which mobile suit you're hitting, and I'll tell you the field around it.
All right. +13 6, 19.
19. So as you scout your mobile suit right here at the very edge where you can see the camera,
All right, let's see what we got.
you're pulling up and charging as your backpack's loading in. All your cameras are lining up. You get 100% for aim. You look down over here and you see this light green mobile suit running up over this way. And then you see this grayish Gundam running up this way at a goof or defense. Your targets lock on both of them as you fire. Now, I told you it was a 600 plus. So for this, I want you to roll 2 D100s for me.
Ooh, two D100s, huh? All right then.
A aiming stance with a beam rifle. And it's going to hit.
Here we go.
2D100s.
I rolled an 80 and I rolled a 52.
Nice. So, Dom, right off rip, the first thing off the night, a double KO. How do you want to do this? As you are beaming this big beam that's going to slide across the ground from one mobile suit to the next one. And you see this gray Gundam, looks like an original looking style Gundam, but gray, running up and trying to attack the defensive mobile suits that are trying to block and protect. And making sure that
Ashton launches 2 missiles for distraction, and coming in from behind the smoke, he comes in with using a sharp wings, slicing up the gray Gundam wildly.
Right, so you beam rifle one mobile suit, and then you fly down at the gray Gundam, slashing it with your your beam axe. You still got your machine gun. You want to use it as well? Or you just want to keep slashing with beam axe?
The machine gun will be the final cherry on top.
All right, so you just start pointing down and start right at the chest.
Uh-huh.
So, how does it look at the end with your Zaku cutting them down before you hit the retreat back, before they start firing at you?
After launching the blast, he uses Gundam to jumps off the broken piece. Before ejecting, he goes back to the base. His Gundam returns back to the parking. He presses eject button, using a somersault and landing right on the roof. He sticks the landing.
So your custom Zaku lands back up here. I want you to do an acrobatics or athletics check for me, please, and it gets a 15.
All right, let's do it then. Here we go. We got ourselves a. Okay. We have a. Let's see. You said acrobatics check, correct?
Yep, acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, there we go. I got it. 12 plus 6, 18.
18. Okay. So you land accordingly to how you stated. Your mobile suit reloads and pulls back its sniper rifles that recharges. Your small missile pods get reloaded as your big one is locked on now. Well, your turn is now done.
That was close.
All right, guys. Damon, you're first because of your number. What do you? How does it look getting in your mobile suit before you launch off?
So first, I press a button inside of my ball that activates the chest cavity, opening up for me to be able to get into the pilot seat. Then I move the ball over towards the chest area of the mobile suit and line up the opening for the ball with the opening for the mobile suit as a robotic arm comes out and grasps on to the ball so it's sturdy, and I basically just hop across inside.
All right, now make an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage because of that lock arm. Make sure you jump accordingly to get right in. And how does it look when you do it?
I got a 16 plus 8, 24.
24. All right. With a 24, you how does it look for you to run and jump across as you have like this 15-foot gap between the ball and your Gundam, or not Gundam, your custom Zaku, Gundanium Zaku.
So I jump, making it more where the feet are going across first. So that way when I land inside the Zaku, I land basically in the chair.
All right, you jump, flip, and you land right up in the chair. Mm-hmm. And right when you do, it ignites and starts up. And how does it look when you for your cockpit when you get into it? Like when it starts closing up on you and everything lights up. What's the colors of your screen lighting up for the numbers and words? For Dom, it was green. For me, it's purple.
It's
What was yours?
red for me.
Red for you.
But it starts lighting up like I guess the best way to envision is
Like a black
like
cockpit
your
with red
veins.
lining.
Like say your veins were to just start lighting up the color that they are.
Oh, nice. Like all the wires around all start lighting up a red.
Yes.
And all the screens are black, and then with red lighting turning, or red wording popping up, the screens start lighting up in a dim form so they don't blind you. Your suit's meant for stealth, so everything's a lot darker in your, even in your suit. The lights turn on for you. You start moving forward as the connections start disconnecting. Do you want to move forward now and go into stealth as you head out the bay?
Yes.
All right, roll a stealth check for me with advantage, please. And you get your stealth of your Gundam is a +5.
Woo.
What do
Teen.
you roll?
So it's a 19 plus my normal stealth is a +7, and then you said a
Seven.
+5 on top of that.
Yep. All right, so 26 plus 5 is 31.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 31. Your mobile suit lights up, and right as the doors open up with this heat, red and orange, it looks like you just disappeared. Everybody that was watching and that was in the bay, watching you get ready, and from a distance in the security rooms to protect them from the heat, right when it opens up the bay, you see your mobile suit just disappear. And you just start walking. They just see a little bit of footsteps from the dust as you're walking forward, and then you just off into the heat. Do you want to land on top of the base, or do you want to land near the lava areas or near the bridge? Where do you want to land?
I'm gonna go on top of the base.
On top of the base? Okay. And after this, it will be Dark Trooper's turn. All right, you're on top of the base. Now, Dark Trooper, you're up after this. What's the one thing you're going to do, Devontae, before you end your turn?
I'm gonna just do a perception check, see if I see pretty much what the situation outside is.
And who's the asshole commanders?
Yep.
Now, mind you, if this mobile suit goes down, you do have one more specialty suit I have saved just for you. Same thing goes for each one of you.
So 16 plus 1, 17.
17. Okay, you look over and you scout and just see them in a wave just coming out of jets in the sky and drop pods. Mobile suits start walking across the lava, but you notice there's no jets, no small infantry, no smaller vehicles, and only a few with certain kind of pods that can withstand this kind of heat. The smaller planes and jets and everything will cook up in this atmosphere. Even the ball itself looks a little hot than it should be. And certain mobile suits that are not usually meant for this kind of atmosphere are redder than they should be. So their armor is a little easier to cut through as long as you hit them with the right thing. You scan and you target the champion and leader of the man that was just talking crap to you earlier. And you yourself, who wanted to kill, and you didn't finish the job, but this time you have the chance.
I want to release a barrage shot.
Missile barrage.
Yes.
All right. It's going to be of how many missiles is going to be rolled by 2d20. Each d20 is going to be a plus 10. So it's going to tell you how many. And then from there, I want you to roll to see if you hit, which will be a 15 plus 2d20. And tell me which the highest of the 2d20 is.
A 16 and a 3 on the D20.
Okay. 16 and a 3. All right, so one gets 26 rounds, the other one gets 13 rounds to fire out. Now, for that, I want you now to roll an attack of I roll a d20 with advantage, plus 15 for your scouting with your missiles. If you rolled higher, you would have had a plus 20 instead, but your targeting only got to a certain
Nat
extent.
20.
Now that's a different story. You target and see the big hulking O2 Gundam land with his big ass shield and his green beam sword, knowing he has the nuclear function to blast us to Kingdom Come. And you see him, and he tries to pop up on the screen on you. You like my new suit? What's the one thing you say right before you release the barrage?
Yeah, it looks nice. Do you like my new rain effect?
Mind you, he doesn't see you. All he sees is missiles flying up from behind Dom. Everybody thinks it's Dom's Gundam or a mobile suit doing this. Everybody thinks it's his Zeon suit. Because they just see missiles just flying up from his back and raining back down. I thought 26, now it's 13. So it's 39. So 39. Now roll a D100 for me with that 39, and it's going to be 300 damage. Well, it's 100 damage per missile.
Oh, first time in a long time. Holy crap. First roll, 100.
Holy shit. You don't get to kill this guy, but you get to barrage him and destroy his shield. But the mobile suit that's next to him and the ship that's next to him, how do you want to do this? As you barrage the AoE that was a couple hundred feet. Gundam's way to expand to 0 instead of it being 50 feet to be such and such. 20 feet be 200 feet, and 50 is 500. Math.
Well, it's basically going to be peppering the ground.
I see it
So,
now. You hear one full suit, you hear him going, "Halt for the GM army!" Or will what the? Just the one guy in the basic mobile suit, GM suit, just gone. He just sees missiles rain like a wall in front of him. He's like, "What kind of shower is this?" Oh, you'll see. But for the one that's a jet, it's flying above. It's meant to the anti mobile suit cannons. How do you want to do this for that? It's flying in the air. It's right above. It's actually the commander's love. So you actually get to kill his love.
so he as this is happening, he's looking down and he's noticing that he thinks he's at the perfect height, away from any possible thing that could bring him down, just to see all of a sudden this huge line of missiles just. Those are getting very close. Those are getting a little too close. Am I high enough? And before he has any chance to act on that thought, boom!
You see the commander screaming no as he watches his lover get exploded. And he raises his shield up, and right when he raises his shield up, the rest of the missiles pepper his shield, just demolishing it, putting a giant hole in it. And he sees it damaged, and he looks over going, if it takes a hit like that again, I gotta take this gun off now. If we destroy the shield before he pulls that gun out, we can destroy that gun. You fucked that up. All right, Dark Trooper. You're down the hallway running towards towards the mechs. How does it look for you as you and the dog are running? It looks like this makes me think of Jet Force Gemini.
I make sure my dog's all hooked up to his mobile suit before I get into mine, and I start my pre-check for my mobile suit to make sure it's fully armed and armored and all that good stuff.
All right, roll a intelligence check with advantage, please, for me, for your check diagnostics. Your dog is going to run pretty much on par everything you do.
I got 2. So I got 1 because I have a negative intelligence.
Oh wow. What's your roll for wisdom then? You're more wise than it's intelligent.
I got a 2 again, so I got a 5.
Oh, wow. That's still a little better. Diagnostics works. You know how to run it, but it starts up a little jumpy at first because it was still just in sleep mode. You woke it up real fast. It wasn't. You alerted it. It jumps on you real quickly when you first get in. You strap yourself in and lock everything in. How does your cockpit look when you get in now?
A gentle blue glows of the screens turning on. Then the heads-up display comes down like the first like in the original Gundam, and again all the screens turn on.
You also get a smaller screen that pops up next to you that shows all the schematics of your dog and the dog's health and safety, and an eject button just in case to save your dog if something happens, so you can auto eject for your dog if the dog doesn't get a chance to do it itself.
Okay.
So you got a backup button, a little dog symbol on it. It's kind of cute.
It's kind of cute.
Right. All right, but what's the rest of the schematics look like? The screen comes on. What's the letters, colors look like when the letters pop up on yours?
It says welcome, and then the heads-up display comes up as the simple cross section, and it starts going its diagnostics to make sure all the cameras are working right.
All right, you start checking it. It starts moving. You start seeing green lights checking one after another, and you look over the schematics on your dogs too, all checking green. The bay doors start opening up and getting ready. You see a camera popping up on your screen of Mayhem going, all right, buddy, it's time to fly next. And you see my mobile suit next to yours, as you see a blue Zaku standing next to you with double miniguns on his shoulders and double shields that's spiking out with 2 axes, walking out, smiling.
I wave at the commander via the video comm and say, "Good luck, sir."
All right, and now you get ready to launch for you. It tells you green lights glow. How does your launch look when you launch off your mobile suit?
I'm trying to remember. I think I just launched like in a catapult.
Oh yeah, you can do launch catapult or run off and jump. Either one works. And you also got your booster.
I'll run off and jump then.
All right, you run off and jump, and your boosters guide you. Now, do you want to? You're landing on the base front where I have you positioned, or do you want to position somewhere else with your dog?
I think I'll go on the front.
All right, so you land the base front, protecting and guarding you and your dog, and then you notice right when you land. I want you to do a perception check with advantage, please. Let me know what that is for perception.
And that's the passive perception?
Passive perception is your natural perception. If that's like high enough, I'll let you know. Like, what is your passive perception?
13.
Oh, that's okay. But if you roll, you get something higher. You can see more.
Okay. So what do I do?
You roll there's a stats where it says perception. It's on your second page. And it'll say perception. And it'll have a little number next to it, the very far right. And a big list of numbers of it'll be for your wisdom, pretty much, next to your wisdom. And then you roll.
So which one do I press?
The number 8. Or the number you.
Number.
Mine's the number 8.
It just brings up. I'm pressing the sense one, and it's just bringing up the stats.
It's a little teeny number that's on the right where you had to go to where it's the page that says skills.
Oh, here you go. Perception.
Yep, and you push the little number that's next to it and let it roll.
I got a 19.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. You look down right when you guide and land down with your suit. Oh. And you see all the steam and heat around, noticing the Gundams are in a very tight, hot spot. As you guys are in a more cooler section, at least your section is. You load up and see the targets as you see another Zaku land in front of you guys, in front of the door, another Goof in front, and a couple other ones holding off as your dog mobile suit lands. And then you see a Rhino type land next to you with these mine chains, getting ready to connect them to mobile suits when they get close. When you look to your right, you notice we have one. If you guys are fans of Zoids at all,
Yeah, I noticed the Zoid. Yeah, I did notice the Zoid.
yeah, one Zoid that was the only one that would make sense for a cockpit like that is the Zoid like this because the sniper Zoid, and it looks over, smiling, getting ready to turn around and fire. It has missile pods the first barrage. You start realizing there's a whole squad, and they start pulling their cameras up on you, and they nod. As you start seeing their ranks, it pops up your rank. And you start realizing Mayhem gave you a rank card that was a little higher than everybody else's, and now they're listening on your orders. Suck! Now you control like 6 different mobile suits on your field to protect you. So you can tell where they guide, or I'll just NPC them anyways, depending on how you want.
Okay.
But also, the men themselves are very, they'll be very interesting characters depending on who you talk to. The one ahead of you to your right, next to the T-Rex one, is a girl, and the one on that right next to her is a girl. The green Zaku ahead is a guy. The Dom is another guy. And then you have the blue Zaku in front of you. That's another chick. And then you have the one with the Rhino Zaku is sitting there, just no one knows him anymore. They always keep their cameras. Everybody just thinks of the old man. Just fly. And then ahead of you, you have a couple more different mobile suits. You even have an original Gen 1 Zaku out there trying to fight for you guys.
Okay.
You're weakest on the whole field, by the way. But you'll find out why. Well, you probably already know. So you got all these ones that are protecting, controlling you, and you have one of those ones. I forgot the name of the one that flies above with the hands that shoot off. But that one's out there too as well, working with you guys. So now, what do you want to do as you land down? You have perception. You see numerous Gundams. You look ahead. You see the 8th MS series ahead of you. You see them about a couple hundred yards. And your targeting is being locked on now, and you can see them. They're trying to lock onto your other men, though. They don't know you're there, though. So what do you do for your commands? When you fire, your dog's going to fire, too. And your dog has 2 heavy beam cannons. Like rail guns.
So I can see them, but they can't see me yet?
Yeah. That's the gist of it right now, because they're distracted because they're paying attention to everybody else. Also because Dom just jumped down and froggered some guy's ass and jumped back up. Hippity hoppity, now my property. What the hell just happened?
I take my heavy machine gun and point it and aim it at the Easy 8.
All right, the head leader is the one directly in the path you get to fire at, which is the white mobile suit Gundam. Your stat state for your Gundam, you got to roll. You still have advantage for 2 more turns. You roll 2d20, tell me the highest is, and it gets a plus 18 to your minigun. It's custom.
Okay, which one do I roll?
Just roll 2d20 for me, and then plus 18.
2.
Because your Gundam is a separate thing of your equipment.
I got a 12.
All right, so 12. A 12 plus 18 is dirty 30. Nice. You're hitting this guy. So you just perfectly straight up aim your minigun right past all your men in a perfect shot and just... Now, how your minigun rolls for fire, I want you to roll... you have D6 on there. Roll 6d6 and tell me what those D6 were. And that's your minigun rounds that fired.
So it's fire, do 6 of them?
Yep. So roll 6d6. You can pretty much just tap it 6 times and then hit roll, and it'll roll all 6 at once.
14.
All right, so 14 rounds just fire out. Each one of them is 100 damage per round. That's 1,400. You just rip right up into his shield, blowing his left arm off and knocking him down and blowing his backpack off that had all his supplies. Just cut him right up.
Did the supplies fall into the lava?
Oh, yeah. You hear him screaming no as his camera pops up screaming at you. How dare you! I'm going to gun you down first! As he tries to raise his bazooka to use a reaction to fire. You still get another action to fire your minigun again. I want to you roll a acrobatics check for me and see if you beat his.
Acrobatics. There you go. I get 6. So I have a +2, so that's an 8.
Nice. He got a 3 + 4. So you just beat him. You move your minigun ahead and re-target and re-aim. Right as he goes to pull the trigger from the bazooka, you fire the minigun. And you hit his bazooka round right as it's coming out of the chamber.
Nice.
So roll 6 more d6 for me. And then, how do you want to do this?
Hang on. D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 16.
16, nice. 16 heavy rounds just fire right past your men as they duck down. They watch this Gundam just get ripped. And just this bullet gets shot from the bazooka round right back in to the bazooka. And you see it just explode, blowing the right arm off. As you see, it's just a mobile suit standing there by it with no arms. How do you want to do this now as the minigun fire is just spraying at him? How does it look?
Does it destroy it?
Oh yeah. This is how you want to do this. This is how you want to kill him. Like, how do you want to cut this Gundam mobile suit guy on?
I jump up ahead and cut it in half with my heat sword.
All right, you minigun it and distract it as he looks down at first, going, "Oh, where's my arms?" As he looks up and sees you flying in the air, coming down, slashing and cutting him in half.
Like they did in the series.
Oh yeah, it just explodes and screams of death. You hear all the rest of them freaking out on their microphones and trying to blast at you. Now, do you want to stay in the area where all of them are, or do you want to jump back to your area?
I'll jump back.
All right, roll an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage, please, to see if you can make it back.
6.
All right. You land back, but you take a couple rounds. So your mobile suit takes a couple damage rounds, but it's all to the shields. You have double shields right now on each arm. You're a bit more protected than normal. As you land back down, your mobile suit takes 200 damage. You still got a little bit of health. Your armor's your suit's going well. They soon get the shield that took the damage. Now, for your dog, the beam cannons now erupt, blasting off and hitting the gray 8th MS. That one, I want you to roll 2d20 for the first cannon. Or it's a double cannon fire, so both at the same time. So yeah, roll 2d20, tell me what the highest is, and it's going to be a +20. So the dog has been targeting and aiming while you just took out the one guy.
It's a 9.
9. All right.
So the last one was 8.
So, it was a 29. It was a +20 because it was sitting and targeting while you were fighting. Now, the cannons are 400 apiece. That's 800 damage per direct hit. So you still hit with a 9, as its defense was a 28 total. You just hit. As she looks over at their cannon, trying to aim over and fire at one of your men, all she sees is 2 pink beams. Now, are they pink beams, or do you want to make them a different color for your beams for your dog?
Pink's fine.
All right, 2 pink beams just flame right through and just hit right to the shoulders, knocking it back. Not killing it, but hurting her severely. 800 damage took a big chunk. But your minigun fire, that ripped right through. All right. But custom weapons are OP. All right. So you got one more thing you can do, and what will that be before you end your turn? And it goes to Dom, and then it goes back up to the top of the DJ Thunderbirds.
I lean down with my mobile suit and pet my dog's head. Say, "Good dog."
Dog gets all excited, hops, and then aims his cannons again and just targets again. As the rest of the mobile suits keep walking through the doors and taking fire. All right, down the stage for Ashton Lockhart. It is your turn, my friend.
All right. Let's see, where am I here?
Standing at the top of the base, aiming with your sniper, and you have advantage right now because you have been aiming for the whole turn, and no one has shot you. Their turn is coming after DJ Thunderbase ends his turn.
All right. Let's see if I can aim for some. Let's see if there's any more enemies to catch.
All right. Now, which one would you like to shoot? If you want me to roll a perception check, and I'll tell you what's out in the field, and you can tell me which one you want to hit.
15 plus 6, 21.
21. You scout. You look over it. You see a pink mobile suit. You see 2 or 3 green mobile suits. You see a white and blue Gundam, a big tan Gundam. You look up and you see this green mobile suit in a sparkle, like a ding. And right when he does, I want you to roll an acrobatics or athletics check to see if you dodge a sniper beam rifle hit that is shooting right at you.
18 plus 6, 24.
You just, wow. He got a 23. You just dodge all away as this beam right past would have just took out the eye of your mobile suit. Now you have a target locked on him. You want to shoot at the sniper?
Let's do it.
D20 plus 20 for the shot.
Nat 20 plus 20.
Oh, it should
40.
40. Yeah, he had a 30 to hit. You hit him.
Huh. That was a good
So big heavy
close one.
with 600 damage plus 2 D100s. The roll is 2 D100s from it.
2 D100s, huh? All right. Here we go. A 50 and a 100.
50 and a 100.
Yes.
All right. 150 extra damage on top of that, so that's 750 damage right to this mobile suit. Taking him down to half health. You see sparks just all over this mobile suit. His left arm is just gone. It's where its shield was. Melted and decayed. It's holding and trying to aim with its right arm. You can see it trying to charge up its beam rifle again.
I don't think so, Bub.
All right. What are you going to do? You're going to fire with your beam rifle again?
Let's do it.
All right. After you fire this, you have to take a time to let it cool down for a turn.
Yep.
Take an action. You hold an action pretty much. So, roll and see if you hit.
$13.
13. Okay. So it comes to a 33. His AC is 30. You beam right into him. How much damage are you doing? 600 plus 2 D100s.
All right. 160.
All right, so 760. You almost dead, but he's not dead yet. You see him just barely holding on. Half his mobile suit's just decayed. He's missing a leg. Half the helmet is just gone. And you just see where the targeting eye is trying to lock up to where the camera is for the sniper. It's having a difficulty now. You almost killed this thing. It's not dead yet.
Right.
All right. The last thing you can do is go to a recharge and recharge this gun, and you can end your
Yes.
turn. All right. You recharge your gun.
Right arm target's gone. Left leg gone. Half helmet down. His statistics is getting lower, but I will take down this replicating monster. Hope the other
Thank God.
okay. Yeah.
He only has a 20% chance of hitting now instead of 80. You cut him down 11%. He is hurt.
Ooh.
It's his suit. Like right now, inside his pilot cockpit is on fire. He is trying to spray it out. All right, Damon.
Am I
Is your
still
turn?
locked on the same people?
Yes, you are. As new mobile suits are starting to land in front.
Second barrage.
Yeah.
Roll 2d20 plus 10 each. For the barrage of missiles they shoot from the.
I just rolled 2 15s.
Ooh.
So 25 apiece. So that's 50
Double
missiles just landing. So that's each one's 100 damage. Where do you want this giant pepper wall to hit? Like right in front of all of our guys, so none of our guys get hit, or do you want to hit it further back?
I'll have it start just right in front of our guys.
So
anything.
Our men, do you want to contact our men and warn them to just hold back for a second?
If any of you guys are smart, I would not move any further forward. At least for the moment.
Roll a charisma save or charisma check with advantage.
13 minus 1, 12.
12 is still succession. They hear it as you see their mobile suits. Instead of stepping forward, they all step back and put their arms up like they're protecting. As the rest of the Gundams and the GM army are going, what the hell? What are they doing? And all they hear is they're like, the fuck is that? And then they look up and the sky just gets black. It just gets black for a second as the front wave of mobile suits just get hit. And you just see a wave of fire. How do you want to do this? To 4 mobile suits right in front. What?
We fight in the shade.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, I kind of was I was wanting to go for a 300 reference on this one.
Yeah, you made a goddamn wall. The wall of fire for at least one turn of lava and fire just. So they can't barrage against us right now unless it's going to be blind. Which their turn is coming up right after you're done, which is funny. You just completely blinded their whole army.
And I do have 2 attacks per action.
You still got your machine gun. You still got grenades, too. You want to chuck grenade and it involves an athletics check or acrobatics for your mobile super chuck.
I'm use the machine gun.
All right, machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
At the plus 16 with a d20 roll. And what are you firing at? You firing at any of the ships flying above, or are you firing at the head baddie that you have been trying to kill?
The head baddie.
All right.
With an at 20.
Ooh, nice. All right, so roll a 2d6 for me for machine gun fire. Miniguns get more. More Daka.
A 2 and a 3.
2 and a 3. All right, so 5 rounds. Just 500 damage just flies right up at him. As he raises up his shield, and you just see a hole puncture through the shield. You hear on the camera, "How dare you think you can make a wall and just shoot me blind?"
Well, it is called strategy for a reason.
You son of a click! Get your head up on me!
Call you back. Stop hanging up on me.
Oh, it's funny as shit. I'll just keep hanging up on him. Stop hanging up on me! No, you're trying to kill me. Fuck off! I don't want to talk to you. All right, so your turn is now done. Anything you want to say before you end your turn? And anything
That
you want
was
to
the
communicate
last
with?
thing I was going to say.
All right, you did that. Enemies now. There's a wall of lava ahead of them. It's about 200 to 300 feet tall. It just made a rough all around them. You killed several mobile suits. They had to bring in more. All their backup is almost empty. How did they already kill over 10 of us? What the fuck? How?
It's called lava.
The damn Zaku's, they can't take us out. It's full strategy, bitch. How kept this line open?
It's also called lava. Look below you. It's not.
Also, have you ever
hurricane
seen
below you,
fire
dude.
rain from above?
Right? We're shooting you from above and lower. We're smart like that. We have the field advantage. We know what we're doing. You guys came in wanting to swarm our asses, and we said, fuck you.
It's almost like we designed the base that way. Dude.
Hey, I made it base defense. If you're making the base defense, you gotta be strategic. Especially because we had a big disadvantage. You'll see in a few minutes. But they hadn't fired. The only thing that actually gets through the fire is the one thing that was already past it. It's the ball, and it's firing at you, Dark Trooper. Now your AC is amplified by your Gundam, and for you, you have the double shield, so you get an AC bonus of a 10 plus your AC. So what's your AC? It's your armor class. It's the very top, left-hand corner.
15.
So it'll be a 25. You have both your shields up. And for your dog, it'll be your dog gets a +2, whatever it is. So your dog has a 27.
Okay.
Your dog's a little faster than your suit. Reactions. But you get 3 beam fire blasts blasting at you. Just pew pew pew. 2 at you, 1 at your dog.
Rude.
1 misses your dog, 1 misses you, with the other one hits your shield. It hits a 25 with your 25. The damage is only taking to your shield, not to you though, but it's only doing 200 damage. That's all he does. He ends his turn. The rest of the mobile suits just move forward more because that's all they can do. And some of them get a little too hot. You actually see the basic mobile suits burning up from the lava that is just raining above because of Devontae just peppering the whole ground. It's raining nades. Holy shit, now raining nades.
What about our mobile suits in the front there?
Hey, keeps
Our
them at a
mobile suits
distance.
step back. Our mobile suits were told to step back and hold at the shields. So we stepped back and held the shields as right as he shot above or in front of them at least about 100 meters ahead so they didn't get burnt up.
Oh, good.
Our
But it
suits
keeps
were
the enemy back.
It made them have to step back because many of them just got taken out because Devontae took out like 6 or 7 right there. And they had to recoup and bring out the backup. You just murder fucked half their team. They're pretty pissed. Strategy. That's all you need. So, their turn is done. Now back to the next turn. It goes to Dom. After Dom, it's going to go to Dark Trooper, and then back to me. Dom, you're up next, and then Dark Trooper, you're right after Dom.
Okay.
All right, Dom, what are you doing with Aston Lockhart?
All right. He is continuing aiming for the. He's going for the. He's taking aim for the next soldier out in the open.
All right, you can see above the lava wall. Roll a perception check for me to see what you see above the lava wall, because there are some that will be covered because of for reasons.
Okay. 10 plus 6, 16.
All right, 16 plus. You can still see the sniper sniping at you, and you still see some of the guys that are very far back. You start seeing this larger Gundam, a white mobile suit, walk up like a white knight and ignite a giant beam sword and have a bigger, meaner bazooka. Look over to your right and see another Gundam walk up with a sniper rifle that's just as big as yours. And he has missile pods on his shoulder, too.
A copycat. I'll eliminate you before you eliminate me.
Technically, your mobile suit was made before the Breaker Gundam. So, yes, he is the copycat. They stole from the Zaku's.
Only one Zaku stands, and I'm gonna be the one to blow you up and blow you away.
All right, fire at him.
I'm starting with
All right,
him. But before I go to him, let me finish off the last one. That was,
all right.
That was
The original sniper. Fire
Yeah.
away, man. You got
But first, let me take out this weasel here with one more.
All right, fire away. You got plus 15 here.
13.
13. 28. Because of the damage, you do hit.
Say
How do
it
you want
again.
to do this? I said because of the damage on this mobile suit, he can't move away. How do you want to do this?
Taking three shots of a sniper of the leg, the chest, and for the head. And for the final part, take just one shot with that laser attack.
You can just cut him like right up.
Yes.
The whole tower just erupt and explode as you just cut him down. And the sniper mobile suit is just cut down. All right.
One Gundam down. Got some more to go. You're next, copycat.
All right, you got one round on him, and then you got to reload and let it cool down.
Yep. Lock on. 14.
14 plus 15 is 29.
Does it hit?
And you get a plus with your aiming, right? You did your perception was a 19, wasn't it?
My perception was 19.
Yeah, then yeah, so you get that bonus, so that was a plus 5 to it, so it becomes a 32.
All right.
33. Yes, you just barely hit because its AC is 32. As you hit with 33. Where do you want to hit on his body part, or when he's trying to aim, or do you want to hit his sniper rifle?
Aiming for the sniper. Yeah.
All right, sniper rifle.
Yes, do it.
All right, it has 800 health, so roll for an attack. It's a 600 damage plus 2d100.
Here we go. A 60 and a 30.
90. So 690 damage, so 69. Nice.
He's
He
69.
damaged Oh, yes. He's 69 the gun. He damaged the gun severely, but he didn't destroy it. but you made it harder for him to target you and aim for you. Because now he has a risk of the chance of the gun exploding when he fires it.
Woohoo! Oh wow.
All right, now you have to spend your bonus action to let it cool down.
Yep.
All right, Dark Trooper, it is now your turn with your squad. You got that pesky ball shooting at you right now, and a wave of fire being shot from a gun tank through the lava, just behind you.
Okay. How far is the gun tank?
Oh, 500 or 600 yards. So he's near the furthest back where you'd be surrounded if you jump back there. You fire back there, you can. He has moved forward a bit, so he will be at 400 yards soon. He just moved over with the white mobile suit with destroy. He's getting closer.
Okay, then I take aim at the ball with my Gatling gun.
All right, you have advantage because of the close range.
Also, isn't the Easy 8 dead?
This one is. I'm just taking him out. Another one is going to be popping up, though. There's a backup. You guys have duplicates that will be popping up. Everybody's like two to the fight, very much. Pretty much fighting the same thing twice in the sense they had in the factory of it.
It's like a bad rash.
It reminds me of some Evil X's. Ah!
Hi-yo! Anyway, back to what I take aim at the ball and open fire with the Gatling gun.
All right. It's a plus 18 to your D20 roll. You have advantage for one last turn.
Okay, so what do I do?
You roll 2D20 and let me know what those are, and you plus it with an 18.
Oh, I got 38.
Oh, holy crap. Yeah, so, ow. It's double damage if you got a nat 20, so yeah, that's 38. Also, now you get to roll 6d6, and let me know how many rounds fired out of your minigun. Each one will be 200 damage instead of 100 damage.
27. That's
Holy crap.
I basically turned that thing to scrap.
You just shish kebab, Swiss cheese, whatever imagination you want. Explain it to me how you did that with the minigun. I'm going to move your mobile suit and just point at him too, just because. That's so crazy. You just swung right over and just boom, right up at this thing. Don't hit my dog.
And since the dog also has the beam cannons, so can I re-aim the beam cannons towards the tank?
Yes, you can, because you kill the thing in front of you before it had a chance to back up fire. It does that. So yeah, there's the gun tank has just got a big hole through the lava to actually see you guys. You can see him now.
So I'll do that. I'll point my dog cannons will fire at the tank.
All right, roll 2d20 for me, and it's a plus d20.
14.
So 34. So where do you want to hit this gun tank? There's certain areas is an insta kill, certain areas are just damage.
I think I'll hit the head and the chest.
Right.
Just cut. Why not?
It's spiral kick. You see your dog line up and brace down its legs, and the tractors drop down and hold. You see the cannons charge up. This big pink beam. You see the cannon shifting up and down like this purposely. Up and down, up and down, up and down, and you see the target lock. And then it fires. You see two pink beams spiral. One comes clockwise and turns right into the chest, right where the lock of the ammunition is. The other one perfectly hits right to the cockpit. As you see the guy going, he can't hit me from the and just this whole glass just this beam of and disintegrates the fuck out of him.
Bye gun tank.
Design flaw. Bad design flaw. As you get a message from the other Gundam pilot going, "You killed my friend! How dare you! I'll take you out!" As he's trying to run with the original Gundam style at you.
Open Gundam style, dude.
Now, right. With that, you get another. You got your bonus action, which is you can fire your gun again, or you can use your electro whip.
I'll use the electro whip.
All right. Let me move things accordingly. So, gun tank downed, but he's stuck there. Your goof has jumped over here and he's fighting over here against the Gundam Alex. GM Mobile Suit's helping out, trying to tag team. Right when he's running over here, you shoot the electro whip right through the door, right as he's trying to run through. As he's landed in, he's fighting off against the gun cannon. There's another one who moves in. This guy's all jacked up and pretty pissed. He's damaged. He's down. Now there's a new one that's going to get up and try to climb up there. My guy and Pando move over here. And we land down. I land next to you, Dark Trooper, with my mobile suit.
Sweet.
Heavy miniguns ready as well. We could do a team barrage, and team barrages do extra damage. Pando's going to sit with his dark squad, the black and white team.
Sitting on the tower saying, "Here, shoot me, because I'm all white and lovely."
He's sitting on the bridge doing that. He's right on the bridge with the right in the middle with all white and a little bit of black, and then he has the two black Gundams next to him, or two mobile suits. I mean, Zaku 1 and Zaku 2, and they're the special ops ones. I don't know where the other one is. There's another one I have. I haven't unpacked everything.
Yeah, I bet it's still in a box somewhere.
Probably, I'm missing like at least several Gundams and Zakus. Back to it. All right, so now I land next to you. You get your bonus action. We get to do a barrage. So
Yeah,
you
let's
fire
do
your
that.
key one time as you have the electro whip to wrap around the Gundam. So if you have the Gundam wrapped around, which for that we're going to have to do a athletics or acrobatics to see if you're fast enough to wrap him. You get advantage on this though, so roll for that. Let me know. He's running at you, so it's a little easier to hit him.
10.
All right, so 10 plus 15, so 25. So as you see this whip shoot right down to the ground and bounce and ricochet, wrapping around its legs and up its core, and attaches right to the chest mount. Now, do you want to flip the switch and turn the electricity on as we're getting ready to unload? All right, so you do that. It's automatically going to do 400 electric damage, and it's going to stun his mobile suit Gundam for 1 turn. So right when he gets to the doorway, right open, going, "Oh, I can't turn." And he's right about to pull the trigger, too, as the bazooka is about to shoot at you. And the Gundam's finger is just stuck. And he just fried it just in time. You pull up your minigun and aim, and I stand next to you and pull up my miniguns on my shoulder and aim, and now we both get the fire. You get your plus 18, and I get my plus 18s. 28 for that one. That's 32 for that one for me. for my miniguns. So 9 rounds from each barrel, so 18 rounds for me.
And I run 66.
Yep, and 66 for you. Mine run different than yours.
26.
Damn. 2,600 damage.
We
Plus
both got-
mine. Oh, yeah, we just... How do you want to do this? We just shish kebab the original Gundam. We ripped his shield open. At first, I fired and ripped his shield off and just... Boom! And right when his shield dropped, you just... And just cut right into him. How do you want to do this? How do you want to make it look? Like, how do you explain it when you use the original or use your custom goof to try to destroy this original Gundam?
I go close in and I cut it down with my sword. Because that's how I roll.
Does it all epic style. He miniguns and rips off parts of the arms and legs, damaging it, dropping it to one knee. And right as the Mobile Suit Gundam looks up, trying to point his bazooka, he sees the pink eye of the goof light up and just sees a heat sword right through. As the Gundam pilot, the last thing he saw was the cracking of the screen and a heated metal right through him. As you fried and cooked and destroyed everything about it, you see it just explode right in front of you. And right after that, your dog gets to do a free attack. You got within your line a regular GM, classic style, and the original gun cannon that's attacking a Zaku custom.
I'll take an aim at the gun cannon.
All right, you got the double cannon, so roll for those. You get the plus D20 for damage, or plus D20 for your D20 roll.
23.
So, you blast these big cannons, doing 800 damage right into it. Where are you hitting it? On the cannons, and on the head, the gun itself, chest.
I think the cannons.
All right, you beam both your big blasting pink cannons right at his cannons. Right when it's about to unload its 2 cannons from his shoulders, right at this custom Zaku. See them lighting up. You see 2 pink beams and just blast and blow them up. Now those guns are inert on that mobile suit, and they are useless on him.
There ain't no gun cannon no more.
Right? You see the visor crack on the screen, and now it's damaged on his vision, so it's harder for it to shoot at you guys, dropping its targets. And ends your turn for now. Now it goes to Mayhem, as I did a tag team with you. That's part of my turn. The next thing I do is I'm going to unload a barrage again through the doorway at the regular GM. One minigun fires and succeeds. The other one doesn't fire nothing. It rolls a nat 1. I needed to reload. Shit. I got a nat 20 on that. Nice. I fire 20 rounds from the other gun. It just keeps going. Hey, one worked. It's like 2,000 damage right off rip. So how do I want to do this with this regular GM? I just shred them like teeth, just cut holes right through where the cockpit is. And you see it just fall back and explode. Right next to the Alex gun. All right, my turn is done. Back to the top. Damon.
All right.
You are invisible. You're invisible from the heat of the lava, and you've been raining death for the past 2 turns. And you still have your sniffing sight, or sniffing heat accent of death. Oh yeah, I didn't show you them, did I?
Okay.
He has red for his cockpit area, and then he's orange all around with a little bit of white, like he's like around like fire or lava.
Oh, I think that one's from Gundam Seed Freedom.
Yeah, it's one of like the meanest Zaku teams. Same thing with the blue one, the green one, and the white one. I got all of them from that. With a special ops team that showed up and messed up the Gundams.
So
They didn't win, but man, they
am I
messed them
able
up.
to do another barrage?
Yep, you're able to do another barrage, but then you have to go to a full reload.
Okay.
And your machine gun still has we have numerous clips, so you can keep going with the machine gun today.
Mhm.
I'm dual wielding 2X as well, having double miniguns and grenades. I got all the things.
I'm a chuck a grenade. Or chuck 2 grenades.
All right. You want to fly up in the air and do it from a little closer, so you're not chucking them into our team, or
Yeah.
you want to? All right. So fly here. Utilize this. You land right here. Perfect. Now you're within range, actually, against the boss guy.
19 and a 20.
Nice. You chuck these 2 grenades. Now, which grenades are you using?
Fighter that makes them both crits.
You have 2 different kind of grenades. You have your EMP grenade that shocks and shuts down mobile suits, and then you have your other one that's like a napalm grenade that would just ignite the lava even though.
Oh, we're gonna go boom.
Double napalm. Okay. All right. So you literally unleash hell right at the boss, throwing 2 of these heavy grenades, which do 650 damage apiece, plus your plus a D100 apiece. So roll me a D100 for each grenade. That's 2 D100s. Roll out.
A 94. And a 74.
All right. So you destroy the shield. How do you want to explain the shield being destroyed as he's trying to pull away the gun? I have to see if he has enough acrobatics to actually pull away
What
the
does
gun.
the shield look like?
It's giant and wide and tan. I'll pull the character up. Give him the corner of the camera.
It'd be easier to explain the shield going down if I knew what it looked like.
This is the guy.
Ah, okay. So as that happens, he notices the joints within the different sections of that shield just start instantly melting away as all of a sudden it's like the shield just falls apart.
And the shield just blows up right over here as he just in time pulls out his gun. He switches his beam sword to the other hand. I haven't connected this thing.
As I'm going to swing with the axe.
And where are you swinging at with the axe? The gun or him?
Him.
All right. Now roll. You saw with the giant halberd of death.
Yes.
All right. The Mercury's halberd.
A 15.
The dragon's halberd. There you go. A 15 plus a 20 because it's the halberd.
Woo.
Okay. So you hit as he tries to block with his beam sword and misses. As you slash in right into his body. Where are you hitting exactly on his armor and his mobile suit? His giant engines. Mid-range or his chest?
Yep.
All right, you trying to lock on and do the clamp? Or are you trying to just cut through right now?
Just cut through right now.
All right, I'm just trying to do a slash. You do a slash.
Yep.
Your damage for this weapon is a 500 plus 2d100s. So what are those 2d100s?
Took a 66 and a 100.
Okay. So 66 and 100. All right, so 500 plus 166. So 660. Wow, 666. That's dark. That's funny and dark. Wow. I'm sorry, people.
Especially with the namesake of the weapon.
Right? So you hellbird the hell out of them. Literally. Big slash right across. You see electricity just sparking all over. His systems is going nuts inside. He sees lightning inside his suit. He's risking getting hurt while he's fighting you.
And now, is there a backswing?
Oh, yeah. With this weapon, there is. It is a hellbird style.
Oh, 19. 19 plus 20. 39. Oh.
So you definitely hit for that one, too. All right. And
That's a crit.
That's double. So it's 1,000 damage. Plus 2d 100s.
42.
All right.
1.
Wow. 43. But 540, 1,043 damage. He's not dead yet, but he's severely hurt. You see lightning all over him. We see him trying to maintain and hold the cannon and trying to hold his beam sword as his suit's just blinking in and out a little bit. The power is trying to just erupt. Oh, with that, the only thing you can do is either jump back to where we are, or you're just going to stand there and fight.
Back.
All right. You jump back to an acrobatics or athletics check to make sure you don't get shot at.
Okay, a 9 plus 8.
All right, 9 plus 8, and that is a plus 5 to your mobile suit. So it's 17 plus 5, so it's a 22.
Yep.
So you make it, you land back near us as you get ready for the next barrage next. All right, your turn is done. Dom, it is now your turn. As the enemies are having issues, as they had to get respawned.
All right.
The rest of them are literally at their end for some of them.
Let's do this.
All right, you want to fire that sniper Gundam, the Buster Gundam?
The one I call copycat, right?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, you've been aiming at him and you fired at him earlier, so now you're back at a 20, so you can roll a d20 plus 20 and see if you hit.
All right, let's do it.
So
let's see what I roll.
He is very hard to hit, but he was.
Let's see what I roll. Let's find out.
All right.
19.
All right, 19 plus 20, so a 39. You definitely hit. Where are you hitting on his body and structure of this mobile suit?
Going directly for the head.
All right, you're aiming right for the head for the targeting system?
Yes.
Okay, so now it's time for damage. It is 600 plus 2 D100.
All right. A 50-50.
So, so that's 700 damage. You see the mobile suit's head just, and where the Gundam structure was just destroyed, and you just barely see a camera that's barely blinking now, and just damaged severely and sparking.
Huh.
It just now it looks almost like a headless chicken.
Does this mean it's destroyed, or still
No,
still breathing?
yeah, the mobile suit. The cockpit's in the chest. You still got one more round before you have to reload and cool down again.
Well, all right.
I'll fire again.
Let's do it one more time.
All right, fire away. After this, Dark Trooper, it's your turn, and then the enemies will
How
We
much
have. All right,
you in 1 minute.
we got a 14.
All right, 15 plus 20, so it's 34. You hit. His AC is a 32.
All right, time for the attack.
You hit into the chest this time with the cockpit.
A 60 and a 30.
That's a 90, so it's nice. So it's a 90 plus 600, so 690, so it's 69 again. Nice. So you hit it in the chest, and you see it erupting and about to blow up. Now, in this moment, your missile on your back is target locked. It's saying, "Do you want to push the button? Do you want to push the button?"
Ashton leaves with a smirk, and as the screen asks him to as target lock, do he wish to use button? Fire! Adios, copycat. That'll teach
Right when
you.
you hit the button, you slam it down. It ignites and shoots this big missile right off your back. It has the "whoa" symbol right on the back from Dark Trooper as he upgraded the missile.
And he's out of there. Now to go find for the next one. Now to recharge and go look for the next one. Whew.
So how do you want to do this? As this missile is coming down at this Buster Gundam and hits him, the AOE is going to be big enough to actually wipe out the next mobile suit and that building as they try to construct from their ship.
Zoom. Well, Ashton uses the Gundam to fly in full speed, using a wing to slice through the armor, the remaining armor, and does a roundabout swerve to return back to recharge, letting the missile to finish the job.
Right after you slash, you fly back and the missile drops down and just blows them up.
Yes.
All right, so you fly down using your VMAX, slashing down at him. You see the electricity swirling all around this mobile suit, and he's saying that he can't be taken out this way. It's impossible. His armor is too strong. As he hears a whistle, he looks up, and a big ass bomb just right detonates on top of him, right when you jump away. What's the thing you say to him right before the last thing he hears before he blows up?
What?
Say that again.
What's the last thing you say to him before he blows up? That's the last thing he's going to hear is whatever you say to him. Ashton Lockhart.
You know one thing about hearts, dude? They explode they explode when they get attacked. Adios, copycat.
I'm not a copy. Boom.
That'll teach
Oh,
you.
yeah.
That'll teach you from Jack stealing my armor, dude. Now to go recharge. Oh,
Big
right.
ass explosion.
After that,
Now, when you
gotta-
do this,
better check
there's
on
another mobile
the
suit next to him that blows up. How does it look with the other mobile suit that blows up? It's like a modified gun cannon that's more space adept.
Look like scrap metal just raining down as smoke is sizzling off of the pieces.
All right, now you jump back to your position.
Now back in position to recharge, then I'll communicate the others as soon as possible.
Roll acrobatics or athletics to see if you can get there before you get shot.
All right. Okay, here we go. We have 11 plus 6, 17.
17 plus 15, you make it.
32.
Back up top. Bunch of gunfire behind you as they try to shoot at you again.
Oh,
And you pull down your sniper rifle. And you reload or recharge for the next shot next. All right, your turn is done. Dark Trooper is now your turn. You and your squad.
Okay, what can I do?
There are the mobile suits have been gotten that way. Move certain ones out of the way now. Clear out at least 4 of them. As this ball has been decayed and destroyed. OG has been wiped down, so he's on the floor. Gun cannon is almost dead. Gun tank is dead but inert. GM is down. Alex is fighting the other goof right here. As the goof is stepping back, you're noticing he's having trouble against this Alex Gundam's armor. You see another mobile suit trying to help and aid. They're trying to team up against wherever they can. You see a O2 from the MS series with a missile pod running up ahead trying to aim at you and your team. You know how Devante was doing that big form to everybody? They're about to do it back to you. Now I'm going to give you a chance of reaction. Let's see if you can do something or not between all of these choices. You want to try to help out your other goof buddy? Or your other Zaku buddy? Or you want to try to help out? All right, you remember you got your dog too, so you can actually hit more than one target.
What's the other option?
There's the missile pod guy that's about to fire and rain hell on you guys. And then also there is another mobile. They have the gun cannon is trying to fight this custom Zaku, but custom Zaku's winning. So that one you don't have to worry about. But the goof is having a problem. And then there's also the two from the MS series, with the triple missile pod block. The thing shoots 90 missiles. So
I'm going to help out my goof with my Gatling gun.
trying to cut that armor down. It'll be Alex armor.
Yeah.
All right. And then you want to use your dog to try to shoot the missile guy, or do you want to try to help any of the other characters?
I'm going to use the dog to get the missile guy.
All right. So roll for your goof with advantage, and then with your dog.
Okay, so I rolled the D6.
At 36.
No, do I roll the D6 for the Gatling gun?
66 after you make the shot. You first roll a 2d20. Let me know what the highest one is, and you take that plus the 18 for your minigun shot.
The highest is 18.
18 plus 18. You hit. And then with your now you roll 66. Tell me how much that 66 is.
25.
Holy shitballs. All right, so the armor of the Alex just gets ripped and shredded apart as the armor is over 2,000 plus. You just, and you see it shred off. As now there's an opening of the regular Gundam's armor, which is not as tough as the shell that it originally had. And to have you fly up here and minigun down, I can just move that now. Swing that minigun back. And you just rip into this guy. From landing from above, as your dog runs up this mountain structure and locks into place right at the missile guy. All right. Now, you have control of both goofs. How do you want to do this for a double combo on these guys? because the Alex is being surrounded by the two goofs, and this guy died. This guy got taken down. He's been shot down.
I think the other goof will use its sword to attack the Alex.
All right, so you're gonna jump down at him while the other goof attacks him from the front.
Yeah.
All right, so look at that. If a tag team, you see this Alex Gundam try to hold off with his machine gun on one hand and beam sword the other. Raise the machine gun, it gets cut in half by the goof in front. Gets his arm wrapped by the electric wire and zapped. And right when he looks and sees the heat beam sword going into his chest, he grabs with his arm, trying to hold it back as his fingers are being cut off. He looks up and sees a shadow above from your goof flying down with your heat sword. How does it look when you do it? Do you do it as a slash or just a Zelda slam?
Yeah, I think it's Zelda Slam.
Oh man, that's gonna be wicked. He's hoping and thinking that he's gonna hold off the heat sword from the front. As he looks up and sees you, and the sword comes right through the eyes and the mask, and right down the chest as it heats. As he looks up above him and sees the top of his cockpit heat up, he's like, no, and just a heat right through as you just cut right down. As the other beam sword connects to the other heat sword connects to yours to stop. As that mobile suit just explodes between both of you. And it starts looking, just thinking about it.
It kind of reminds me of in this actual series where he just flips the sword over, just goes, shh, and all the blood just shots up in his face.
Oh yeah, pretty much. There's just blood splatter all over your Gundam from the last of it. Whatever was left. The heat sword didn't carry it. A little bit of cool war paint. The blood of your enemies. Before it gets cooked off by lava in the heat. Your gun cannon. What do you want to do with that for aiming?
I'm going to aim at the missile pod guy.
All right.
I think I'll aim one at the pod itself and one at the head.
All right, fire away. I'm going to roll for his missile pod and see if he actually is going to be firing right when you're doing this. Ooh, a couple net ones there. Oh, I got a net 25. So
I got 32.
It beats what you got. You got 31.
I beat you by 1.
You see the missile pods open up right as they're about to open up and fire. You see the big pink beam right as they're about to launch. You see the rough right in his shoulder. As you see the other beam hit the chest, explodes and disintegrates. You want to do this for the look of an explanatory of it, because you're hitting him with his own damage too. He was blowing up with
Are there any enemies nearby?
Yes, AoE, yes. The armored Gundam that was standing next to him, and the other white MS that was coming up as the copy. And the other gray one that was already damaged from your dogger. So it's going to be a big AoE. You actually take them out and that gun cannon.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big explosion. All right, how do you want to do this? How do you want to make it look as you take out these 6 mobile suits all around you? And two
just
of them
big
are
old explosion. Just wah.
Mushroom cloud. Just
yeah.
Everything starts shaking around everybody. The whole ground. As lava flows even more around some of them. As you see a few more mobile suits just get cooked from the heat that are not Gundam types. That don't have the type of armor. You hear screaming from all the different mics and cam things of them saying, help me, please. As all basic mobile suits on their side just got cooked alive because they did not have Gundanium. But all of our new Zakus are all equipped with Gundanium. Sadly enough, though, 2 of our Zakus got cooked alive. That were OG Gundam, or OG Zaku. and they were too close to the lava fire.
He will be missed.
What was that?
He will be missed.
Everybody stands for a short period of time. Everything erupts. But you still have one more thing to do. What is that last thing you want to do with your guy? You still have one more round of minigun player if you want. If you get back to the tower.
Yeah, why not?
Perception. I'll tell you what you can see.
Okay, perception check.
All of these things right here are dead. You just cooked and wiped them.
14.
Scouting. All right. So, the 19 altogether. You scout and you see another Gundam. It's kind of copying you with a minigun as well. A big, heavy one. And you're like, wow, John had to take care of a copycat, so do I. What the fuck? Notice the schematics are kind of similar to yours too, just Gundam style.
And it starts doing the different style.
You want to teach it a lesson?
Yeah.
All right, so fire away with your. You get advantage with the firing, as he is not paying attention to you. He's paying attention to the big explosion, going, "What the hell?"
So I start with a D12.
It's going to be an 18 plus 2d20. You tell me what the highest D20 is.
Okay. Highest number is 13.
All right, 13. So, 31. Yeah. Because you're hitting him on the side where his shield is not. His shield's on the other side of the 32. One side's 31, one side's 32. Okay, one. Love this song. But you roll 60 and tell me how many rounds are firing out of this minigun.
18.
Oh wow. So you don't kill him, but you significantly cut him up. Now, where do you want to cut him up first? You want to hit his gun and then hit him, or do you want to just hit him directly?
Yeah, hit the gun first, then him.
All right, so you start spraying into the gun, just damaging it, making it so it won't be able to fire as good. And he just lost accuracy. You spray right up to the arm, and right up his right arm is damaged and decayed now, so he has no more support for firing. After that, you see a big explosion. He's not dead yet, but he's hurt. As a camera opens up to you, and you just see this young punk kid with a red bandana and angry at you going, "I'm going to mess you up. You even know who I am?" As he tries to point his gun at you, it's barely holding.
It's like, yeah, I'm the guy who just shot up your arm.
Because you the bitch. All right, you have one more action, but it's to control the other goof. He is free, and he's actually close enough to attack that mobile suit you just attacked. You want him to lunge over there and attack at them?
Yeah.
Or attack with his own hand? Which one?
Attack the command.
All right. He heads right off and faces right off to it. Roll a D20, but it's this one for him because he's a lower mobile suit. He's a 15. 15 plus D10.
3.
He goes to try to slash at him as the Gundam steps back, and he misses the dodge. So he's up range now to shoot with his gun hand. Do you want him to try to use his gun hand or his electro whip?
Use the gun hand.
All right, the gun hand. You have it's 5 shots. So it's a D6, but it's 5 times. So you fire with that, but it's first got to see if you hit. So roll a D20 with advantage because you're up close, and then roll with a 15.
15.
All right, so a dirty 30. You hit him where his AC has been dropped because you destroyed his gun and his shield. You messed him up, so now he's getting messed up by the OG. Now roll 5d6 for me and tell me how many rounds fire off of this gun hand.
10.
10 rounds, so 2 rounds from each finger. Just like this, just right across. Now, where is he shooting it? The head, the chest?
Yeah, the head and chest.
All right, just straight across it. And that's, wow, that's enough. How do you want to do this? You can do it as a tag team with both your goofs. You just want to just rip your
The same way we have it before. Mine, the custom jumps up and drives his sword down, while the other one just slashes his legs out from below.
Really a spin power. Slam right down. As he cuts the legs from under him, the whole body just gets to just erupt as his heat blade slices right to the top of the cockpit. Just hear a scream.
Not so cocky now, are you?
That Gundam's dead. Now, do you want to jump back to your area, or do you want to hold off and fight in that area now with the other group?
No, I'll jump back.
All right, jump back to the tower. You hold off. All right, then end your turn for now, except for your dog. Your dog gets one more attack, and it will be the end of the dog's turn.
What do I have available?
There's a pink Gundam running around, and slashing at two of the Zugaks, the underwater one.
Okay, I'll aim at I'll aim both barrels at the cockpit.
All right. Roll for both cannons with 2d20 with plus d20.
10.
The dirty 30. You just barely make it as he's being distracted. Because normally it sees higher when he's paying attention to you, but it's lower when he's paying attention to something else. You hit these two beams right across the chest. Doing 800 damage. As you see it just knock back right down on its knees, right almost into the lava. You're barely nudging close. Now, the thing you can also do is in D&D is called a reaction. So when it's not your turn, you can do one reaction on somebody else's turn. So if you want, you can react with your guy to kill this guy if you want to help. Which is my turn now. If you want, you can do your reaction.
Okay, we can do a reaction.
All right, so you do your reaction, and you can aim at this pink Gundam that's leaning towards the lava. You want to shoot it into the lava?
Yeah.
All right, roll for me and see if you hit and go for it. You have to exceed a 30.
So 2d20.
And tell me what the highest is, plus an 18 for your minigun.
Highest is 20.
20. It's a double damage. Roll 66 for me. Tell me what those 66 are. Only double.
22.
So it's a 44 now. And instead of 100 damage, put 200 damage. So how do you want to do this? As you just shred it into the lava. How do you want to explain this?
He gets pushed in with all the bullets that getting rained on him. He just gets pushed right into the lava.
No! I can't hold it! And he just falls right in and just. It's too hot! It's too brittle! As he just explodes in the lava. Pink Gundam's no more.
Well, pink's a bad color anyway.
He was trying to be a stealthy one because it would have worked in the lava areas, but he ran right in combat style instead. He should have went stealthy. Mayhem goes and unleashes on the mobile suit next to him, that where he originally was standing. 18 plus 18. All right, and nat 20 plus 18. I get to shred this guy up. 17 per barrel. I just unload right onto that GM. Cut him apart. You see him explode right next to everybody. You hear the comms going, these crews are different. What's with them? As you hear Mayhem going, we're on an even playing field now, assholes. Now it's who's the pilot, and it looks like it's us.
Never thought that I would be this sad.
It starts freaking out.
It's the lonely
It starts blasting at us rain fire. I want everybody here to roll an acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can dodge your mobile suit or rain of fire that's happening to all of us.
14 plus 6, 20.
I got 16.
All right. What'd you get, DJ Thunderbase?
19 plus 8.
Everybody succeeded as the threshold was a 16.
It's the lonely, lonely blues, and it's a sad, sad little song.
You duck down on the tower, and so does everybody else that rolls in. Sadly, most of the guys in front that were out in the front line got hit. As you see a wave of missiles, beam rifles, anything else with big nuclear cannon. And a great big wave across. You see several of our suits on the screen just peek, 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 peek. The only ones to survive was the group standing next to each other, the dog, and our specialty is sitting in the back area, and then the panda squad. Devontae, your character is being target locked with your mobile suit. The nuclear cannon is the nat 20 plus 18. So even with your 34, it still hits you.
No, my normal armor class is 21.
Because it's plus 5 though. No, it still would be a 26. Yeah, you still. A big nuclear beam hits you. Your Saku gets hit and now radiated and just zzz, 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 warning you to eject. You're sitting there looking at it and going, I like this thing. As you start to notice that even with the Gundanium, it's the insides it's leaking.
Wait, wasn't I in stealth?
You were. But he got a nat 20 on Steam. Well, it's because you're trying to unleash something else now. Or you can fight with it for a little longer. Do you want to fight with it a little longer?
Wanted to do one last barrage.
Fight with it a little longer then. Just letting you know that you're just being annoyed by warning signs, that's all. If you stay for more than 3 turns, though, you'd start getting radiation poisoning. Because when he hits you, it's a radiation effect. It's kind of like a dick move to anybody who gets hit with this weapon. After effect. Only because he got a nat 20 on you. If he didn't get the nat 20, it's 1,000 damage times 2, so he got a 2,000 damage on you, but he didn't kill your mobile suit. Your mobile suit still has 600 health left. So you see electricity all around it. It was to a certain extent, though, because if he would have hit you point blank, you would have died. But they did a barrage. Everybody else, you guys all succeeded. The last guy is going to fire. He fires at Mayhem, and it's with the 01 mobile suit. Damn, nat 20 as well. What the hell? You see my mobile suit just look up and just, you see the left arm just get hit and just blow up a little bit. He steps back and raises up the shield trying to block as he takes 700 damage to his mobile suit. Devontae, it's now your turn. What are you going to do after that? You said you wanted to do something as you see all your alarms hitting.
I wanted to do another big barrage.
You still can. Your missile fields are still active. Your back didn't get hit. It's your front that got hit. Your front's damaged. So your pike is damaged and your machine gun is damaged. But your missile pod is perfectly fine.
Okay.
And your missile pod's actually connected to your eject system. So
20 and a
by the way,
17.
you technically got like a
I got a 20 and a 17.
All right. Those are plus where you're standing for if you're hitting your targeting, you're still going to have 22. So 40 and H 37. So you're going to rain hell on all these mobile suits?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, how do you explain this from the old ring? Roll for it for me, and then after you roll for how many, explain to me how it's.
What do I roll again?
How many missiles are hitting? So there'll be 2d20 plus 10 apiece. If you're using your full payload, it'll be 20 apiece.
Yeah, I'm using the full payload.
Okay, full payload, so 20 apiece plus 2d20. So it's a rolling to die.
An 18 and a 3.
Okay, so you rain hell literally across the board then. And the only thing is, there's only one goof that's out in the field that's on our side over there. Do you want to warn him before you do this?
Yeah, I'll warn him.
All right, roll a charisma check with advantage, please. Let me know if you communicated with him in time. If not, if you got close enough to communicate with somebody else. The other person you're close enough to do this to is Dark Trooper.
13 minus 1, 12.
You're close enough to Dark Trooper to warn him, but you're not close enough to the goof. You want to warn him and tell Dark Trooper to warn the guy?
Yeah.
All right, Dark Trooper, you've been warned and told there's another missile barrage coming, but your man is in the way. Do you want to warn your guy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, how do you do it? Explain to me how you warn him.
I get him up on communications and warn him to get out of the way.
You see on the screen this older man with gray hair and beard. Aye, yes, Captain. If you see him flying forward, it's just going to do a burst. Okay, a 22. You see his burst, he flies right up past the tower, right at you, and just gets past into the safe zone. And you see a shadow across the whole field. Devontae, explain this whole raining death, this final payload, this you unload everything damn near.
All you guys, all right. All you guys hear over, basically over a loudspeaker, is I am sick of all of you invading when we're just trying to have a nice holiday. Eat flames.
L'chaim!
Damn, and I thought I was the one with the rage around here.
So, Devontae, how do you want to do this to the reigning mobile suits before it goes to the next section I have it set for?
So, as I say this, all it looks like is just a black smudge covering up the light and every over top of them, making a massive shadow as they look up at this, and next thing they know, the shadow gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it's getting closer and closer until it's too late and everything just blows up around them.
All these guys just wave, gone. Every one of them. You just hear screaming and then no more. Silence. You hear from their commander finally. You think that was the only thing we had for the GM army left? Man, look at this. You killed most of my men. It's just me and the psycho guy left. But you know what? We got one more gunship left. I think we got you. We just gotta get inside. And you see this white Gundam come out of the shadows, flying right at you, Devontae, for attacks. I rolled for him as he had an 18 plus 20. He hits. Slash him.
I'd like to do
As
an
you're-
ejection before he hits.
All right, roll acrobatics or athletics with advantage to see if you eject in time as he flies right at your mobile suit.
Nat 20. I literally just rolled a rolling to die, a 20 and a 1.
And this other one, which is the Barbados, I love this guy, lands right down in front. Smashes into two of your mobile suits and just crushes them. We put the rest of our Gundanium in these super suits in our super ship. This is another one with two cannons flying up, blasting past with these cannons that are, each one is the strength of pretty much wing zeros apiece. Like quad cannons instead of double cannons. Just you see Gundam, or you see a bunch of different Zaku's and Gundams just blowing up in different directions. You eject just in time with your pod and fly off. As it starts directing you to a new mobile suit that Mayhem is sending you. Do you want to go to the coordinates?
Yes.
You head to the coordinates right to the lava. And it stops right above two red Zaku's holding defense. As the red squad is ready for their commander. As you fly into this red mobile suit of the Char custom. Supersized with Gundam armor. A bit more tough than all the rest, just for you.
Woohoo!
As it lights up with an extremely powerful beam sword, shield, and a auto-blasting gun. And missile pods that shoot from its back to blast for you as well. He does a lot of Daka, and you have two extra soldiers on your side that fire for you, which is one's a red meteor, and the other one's the Psycho red meteor. It's Psycho Zaku.
As I get into this, I get on the comms and trying to and contact the one who contacted me before and be like, yeah, well, did you think that was all I had?
As his scanner reports and looks at yours and goes, "What in the hell is that? Knew you made a war machine just to kill us." Mayhem jumps on the ground too. What did you say?
This is gonna be fun.
As Mayhem jumps in the comms, this was not for war. It was to protect us as the head. He was willing to always be in front for the battles. That's why we gave him one of the best. We have one more that's about to activate because we sent out this beast. One of us is going to take it. You can go fuck yourself. And he cuts the comms. Did he just hang up on me again? You like hanging up on me. By the way, I'm going to give the chance to either Dark Trooper or Dom. If either of you choose it, I will.
Present.
Would one of you like to choose to jump your Gundam and go in, or your mobile suit and go into the Psycho Gundam?
I'll go.
My goof.
You got your goof squad. All right, Dom, do you want to jump in the circle, or do you want to just keep your mobile suit and keep beaming from a distance? If not, Mayhem's going to jump in because Mayhem's pretty pissed and he's definitely down for a giant circle.
All right, let's go with that route.
All right, so you keep up at the top of the tower with your beam cannon charge, and they load you another missile on your back for you. Mayhem pulls back his goof, or his Zaku, and hands it to another person to start piloting. Make it so Dark Trooper squad is still strong with an extra supporting part. So Dark Trooper, every time you fire now, you have an extra Zaku with double miniguns firing with you now as a barrage.
Okay.
Lots of Daka. All the Daka. Give him Daka!
Daka Wog!
Whoa! As you hear Mayhem say that as he flies back into the base, as you see the base's lights flicker for a second, like there was a lot of power went somewhere else for a second, turning something on. You guys start noticing the base shake for a second as it opens up and he pulls out as everything shakes. And a big purple, angry, purple people eater when it comes out. I mean, Psycho Gundam.
It's a
Custom.
2-on, 4-on, flying purple people eater. Oh, no, no, no.
Here's our Gundam eater. A flying purple Gundam eater. Oh shit, we got a Gundam eater! That's what it's going to be called, the Gundam eater.
The Psycho
Alright,
Gun
okay.
Eater.
Yep, the Psycho Gundam eater. Slam down with a giant axe. It took a lot of Gundanium for this. Alright, DJ Thunderbase, it's your turn, and then after this, it's going to go to Dom, and then it's going to go to Dark Trooper. And then me. And then last turn.
So, once again, what kind of weaponry do I have on this?
You got a auto grenade launching cannon that just keeps firing. So you roll a D8 twice, and you let me know what it is for your clip. And then you got a beam sword that's pretty much a strength Epion's beam sword. And then you got these missile pods that are 6 apiece that fly around and shoot around the enemy and attack. Yep. So those are little like sub ones.
Okay. I'm going to first fire the grenade launcher. And you said that's 2 D8s?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got your pods that you can fly off and fire from a distance for yourself at the enemies. As now we have just 2 heavy Gundams and 1 flying cannon ship left with our squads. And then
I rolled
that,
2 twos.
Nice. So you fire off and hit. Against the first mobile suit. What do you do when you hit?
I shout, I still have big boom booms.
Big booms. Now, how many did you fire?
I rolled 2 twos on the 2
So
D8s.
4.
So
Yeah, but they're what? Because they're 2 twos. 2 twos count as critical, so it becomes 8. Again. The Gundam takes 200 per round. Severe damage, but he has 4,000 health, but he still got hurt. You still got the rest of your weapon fire and slashing rolls.
Next is the missiles.
Fire away.
And those are just D20s.
Yep, there's 6 of them that fly around and fire for you. They're like AI ones. They're very smart.
So
We'll have Dom go next, and then Dark Trooper after that.
a 13 and a 5.
Okay. So those are plus 20s, and you hit. You see a big explosion on him again.
You said there's 6 of them, so do I have to roll 60 20s?
Yeah, 60 20s, and then those are going to be, each of them are going to be 300 damage.
17 and a 20 are the next ones.
Oh, wow.
And a 4 and a 20.
You cut his health in half already. As you just see him just shield drops, his beam weapons start getting damaged. And so he's like, How? How are you so strong? As your men start doing a barrage next to him, doing an extra 800 damage. All right. Now it's Ashton Lockhart's turn. Dom, it is your turn, and then it is Dark Trooper after Dom.
Here we go. Let's have a look where we are. So where's our disastrous path leading us to now?
All right. Roll me a perception check, and I'll tell you what's on the field, and you'll see.
All right.
Your target.
Nat 20 plus 6, 26.
You see what you're targeting. Two large mobile suits, all white. And you see one big giant plane flying with cannons on it. You see three enemies left. They're powerful.
Now, where these guys come from?
You've seen Devontae's character just light one up on the far right and just destroy most of the way down. You see the other two still fresh. What do you do?
At least I see Damon is okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one.
Who are you firing at? The Barbados or the ship?
Ooh, that's a good question. Is Barbados the big one?
The Barbados is the big mech, and then the big ship is a big ship that's flying with big cannons that can disrupt everything.
I'm gonna go for the ship to try to dismantle the cannons.
All right, man. Then hit it with your cannon. It's a plus 20. You're aiming while it's flying at you. Fire and see what happens.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, a 13.
13 plus 20. 33, you hit.
Sweet, now it's time to roll up.
600 plus 2 D100s.
120.
720 damage. You want to fire again?
Let's do it.
You see it starting to lose balance like it's about to crash when you hit it. You hit it again, it might crash right into the lava.
Come on, let's get it. All right, I got a 15 this time.
All right. You hit.
All right,
36.
let's do it.
Hundreds, let me know.
80 and 80.
160. So 700. How do you want to do this? Is you hit this plane right into the lava.
I'm using a few missiles to block out the cannons and let the cannons explode on their own.
It flies right into the lava after it does that.
And for deep measure, taking aim at the top of the ship with another.
Killing the cockpit all at the same time with a blast. All right, so you only have 2 Gundams left as they're freaking out that their support fire just got cut down by a Zaku. And they're like, what? How? Our firepower is more superior now than you think. Why do you think you guys always stole our stuff? Yes.
Well, the ship sink, out of sync. Hey, fellas, I think we got 2 more Gundams ahead of us. Good job, David.
All right, you can fire.
Keep it up, guys. We got 2 more Gundams in our faces.
The last thing you do, Ashton, is fire your big missile off your shoulder. But which Gundam would you like to hit with it?
Give me the. I'll take on.
It does 1,000.
I'll take on Barbados with that one.
All right, fire away.
I'm coming for you, big boy. Eat missile.
Now, tell me what that the D20 is plus a D20.
D20 plus a 20. Okay. A dirty 20 plus 20. 40.
Okay. So you hit this giant missile that does 1,000 damage. Plus the D1.
80 and 100.
All right, so 180 on there. It doesn't kill it, but you took it almost to a good point, a good chunk. He's at a 3/4 mark.
Yeah, I got you, big boy. You ain't going nowhere.
Smacks his giant mace through the fire and comes right at the wall and smashes at it, breaking the wall down, one of the towers.
What you gonna hit now?
See him like a raging machine. All right, Dark Trooper, it's now your turn.
Okay, and you just one thing. After this turn, I gotta go because I gotta get some sleep.
All right, buddy, that's fine. We're actually about to end it anyways.
Okay, what do I need to do?
All right, you have your goofs that are surrounding this Barbados, and you guys can all surround and attack this guy as a team, and then Devontae and me can team up and cut this other guy down.
Hold that thought. Oh, I'm sorry. Where's it hurt? Okay, where,
Look at those dogs highlighted.
I take my first shots at the Barbados.
All right, so you got your miniguns, and when you do, you have extra support firing with you, and then you have your other goof that's going to run up and attack you close range with his electro whip. We got a squad of technically 5, 6. You got one guy with grenade whips that's going to attach to a mobile suit. You guys want to do a squad attack?
Yeah, let's do a squad attack.
All right, squad attack, and it's going to involve everybody to roll to die. Everybody roll 2d20 for me. Let me know those d20, and they all get plus by 18.
How many do I roll?
By his command. 2. Rolling to die. Everybody rolls 2d20.
19 and 17.
19 and 6.
19 and 6. Well, what'd you get, Devontae?
18 and 11.
And me, what did I get the final roll? I 15 and a 12. All succession with our plus 15s. Or sorry, plus 18s because of his command. All right, guys. Now, this is going to be a big team attack. How do you guys want to do this? We're going to have so Dom, Devontae, and are going to be going against the one Gundam, white Gundam on the right, and we're going to do me and Dark Trooper versus the Barbados with our squad. So first, we'll go with Dark Trooper and me.
Wait, wasn't Dom
and then we're
going
gonna go
after
with Dom.
Dark Trooper? Weren't Dom and Dark Trooper going after the Barbados, and you and I going after the other one?
Yes, you're right. Sorry. You're correct. So Dom and Dark Trooper, you guys explain how you guys are going to tag team and take out Barbados with your team. I'll help you out with your extra NPCs, and you got your dog as well. And then me and Devontae will finish up against the other Gundam as a tag team.
Got it.
Okay. I'll open fire with my minigun to distract the Barbados. The Barbados.
All right, you start ripping into its head, trying to damage its targeting system as it looks up at you, raising its shield, or its a mace shield, trying to block. As the other Gulf runs right up under it with the heat sword, trying to hook under the hand and wrap with the electric whip. And right as that's happening, the other Blue Zaku with the minigun starts unloading as well, trying to distract from the other direction. He has put this drops mace. Has an open area right at the cockpit for your full beam blast. If you do a full beam blast, it's going to take all your shots. One shot, but it's going to be a full hit. So it's going to be 1,200 damage automatically.
Oh, you want me to roll a D20 or something?
No, I just want to explain what you're doing and see if that's what you're wanting to do.
Ah, that's exactly what I'm going for.
Cool.
To take aim for that.
All right, so you target lock on your system. It goes me, and starts telling you got a full shot right at the cockpit. As you see all the rate of fire of Dark Trooper, Mayhem, and everybody else all just starting to fire off, and their miniguns and their machines, and all these other troopers, like shredding this Barbados' armor, just so you can get that shot. And you fire it off. And you see this big beam. What color beam is this sniper beam that you fire?
You said what color?
Yeah, what color is the beam that you fire that's going to shoot through this?
It's like a grayish blue, but a hint of green type of light.
All right, with a green aura around the blue beam. As it cuts right through the chest armor, as you see the Barbados step back and just explode. In the cockpit, the man doesn't even get a chance to say anything, as he's just been bombarded from you guys as a team. Now, Vante, what do you do before Mayhem comes in smashing with a hammer?
Okay, first things I'm gonna do. I'm going to fire off the missiles.
All right. You're just going to unload around it and distract the hell out of it. So I can.
Yep.
Now explain how it works to get the 6 missile pods around it and your gun just unloading.
So basically, you see me pull out a like a holographic keyboard as I just start putting in the coordinates of each missile slot, so that way each one is aimed directly at which Gundam is it that we're facing?
It's the white
one. Yeah. So we're so he each missile one is locked on, as I just basically go, all right, time for our countdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as I'm counting, I'm also pressing the launch button for each one I'm mentioning. So, pod 6.
So 6 rounds each time you're saying they just beep, beep, beep for each number you say.
Yep.
If you get surrounded, swarmed, and you're just unloading with your gun, holding your shield up, making sure he can't hit you. And then all he sees the dark shadow of purple come around him, and a giant hammer axe slam right over the mobile suit and just crush the armor and just keeps beating over him like a gorilla. At the end, he lets you get the path to use your beam sword to slash through the armor to kill him, because I can only crush him so much. And he explodes as the rest of our team cheers. As we head back into our base that turns into a ship and starts getting ready to fly off to protect ourselves into the new colony. What does everybody say and do as we get our mobile suits back in the base quickly? As it seems like everything's erupting around us like volcanoes. Go with Dark Trooper first. What do you say and do as you first get out of the you hit back in the base with your mobile suit?
I go and see my dog to make sure she's okay.
All right. Check the dog, make sure she's all right. All happy and good. No bumps or anything, no bruises. You notice the mobile suit barely took any damage, but you notice the cannons are just really hot still. She was firing that thing a lot. Having a lot of fun. You head back now as you notice that Mayhem put a VIP thing over your name of your your room and board. As you walk up, you notice that the back room that it used to have a lock on it is open, so it has a bigger space. With a note saying good job and keep up the good work. We're going to need you in the colony. As the colony starts erupting and we start raising off a little bit. What do you do, Dom? What do you do next for you when you land? What does your character say and do?
Is this what happened in this event? Are they still fighting?
We're leaving the planet because the planet started to erupt in certain spots because we made a volcanic eruption, at least in this area.
Oh man, this is the best.
So we have to move.
This is the best part of having a Zaku suit in here. Time to fly out here before we get erupted and barbecued together.
Yep, we all get into the command post that turns into the giant pod that starts lifting off. DJ Thunderbase, what do you say and do before we lift off?
So I basically am like, maybe now for this holiday we can finally have a silent night.
Mayhem walks next to you and goes, for once I agree. I'm gonna put my menorah in your window, but I don't want it to fall. Mayhem walks past with his Jewish attire on to his room. And you see a big ass Christmas tree with a Jewish star on top. He smiles, going, I celebrate both, fuck you. And he walks away smiling. And I'll give you guys gifts later. As he trips and falls into his room, as everything starts to shake as you guys are lifting off. Now, to the commanders and people who are actually flying the ship, I want all of you guys to roll 2d20 for me for rolling to die, and we'll see how we end this and lift off.
Roll what now?
13 and 6.
2d20. I rolled a nat 20 and a 19. Nice.
I roll a 16 and an 18.
Succession. All of you guys lifted off. Safely, no one fell wrong. No one got harmed. Colony lifted off and moved away. Flew past Earth safely, and quietly without them knowing. Heading past Mars and heading near Jupiter rim. Setting our colony to gather our materials there and get our equipment. And then save off against any tyrannical and corrupt armies that are trying to control us. As we lift off, we change our names from the Zeons to the Chaotic Moon Knights. And just be our own group. And lift off in our own colony that grew over time and had extra connections. The GM army actually appreciated and respected us over time because they realized they couldn't fight with our might. And we gained control of all of their resources of steels and metals. On that note, guys, girls, and squirrels, we're going to end it there. Anything you guys want to say or before we end this?
It's a fun session.
Fun succession, fun session, and fun everything.
DJ, is there anything you want to say before I end this out?
Just that if you have TikTok, be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern, as I will be going live in Ann Arbor, Michigan, inside of Graffiti Alley, doing a live holiday special pop-up concert.
That sounds super good. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to DJ's Thunderbase and to Rolling2Die, everybody. Remember, we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. To you all, good night. And I hope you all enjoyed our Gundam Christmas special. It was pretty crazy. And hit it.
全世の全ての M という詩が構築する星の中に浮かんでいる人類は偉大なはずだけども待っている彼女もガンダムなのかな してください。飛行機に乗る観客は腕時計をした方がいいですよ。ビルを構える港を愛する、こちらはガンダム2号機ガンダム。この船は決して弁解できない。乗務員全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが、それでここでクラクションが鳴ります。デッキが開きました。チェックリストを見ると心が開かれた気分になる。少し感動していないように見えるなら、私単に事務手続きが嫌いなだけです。この船は決して弁解できない。乗務員全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが、揃いだ。クーポンを日程したところです。巨大マグネトロンに費やした今、私は未来を私たちに引き寄せることができます。私はあなたを私の仲間だと考えています。ガンダム、この船は決して分解できない。乗務員全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが、そろそろ3でこの船は決して弁解できない。乗務員全員が再始動について考えている。これは決して続くつもりではなかった。過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが、その3人